The war in Ukraine has caused a huge increase in Korea's import prices overall. In fact, the country's been posting trade deficits the past 2 months. There are growing concerns that that could continue for some time. Eun-jin reports.
After inflation from the supply disruption in the aftermath of the COVID-19 pandemic, South Korea is now suffering from price hikes caused by Russia's invasion of Ukraine.
Flour is a basic ingredient for most foods. Please pay special attention so that the public, the consumers, aren't anxious.
With the war in Ukraine reaching its 100th day, the conflict is hurting economies around the world. Prices of eggs and meat have surged due to increased prices of animal feed. Prices of grains and flour are on the rise. And factory operations have been disrupted due to global supply chain issues and high fuel prices.
Before the pandemic, scrap metal used to be 401 per kilogram. Now it's 851. That's more than double.
Looking at the import and export situation, South Korea is clearly seeing an impact. Despite having its largest exports for the month of May, South Korea's import rate hit 32%, which was higher than the 21.3% export rate. This keeps the trade balance in deficit for a second month in a row, mainly due to the soaring prices of energy and raw materials. Imports of 3 major energy sources, crude oil, natural gas, and coal, jumped to $14.75 billion, a 67% increase compared to the same time 1 year earlier. On top of that, the spread of food protectionism has only worsened soaring prices of agricultural products like wheat and corn. Imports of such products reached $2.42 billion in May, marking a third consecutive month that the figure has topped the $2 billion mark. Production capacity for the manufacturing industry also fell to its lowest level in 20 months. The new Yoon administration plans to improve this figure by cutting regulations that hinder business activity, calling such regulations sandbags holding back national economic growth.
The new government aims for growth by providing support behind the scenes for an economy led by corporations and civilians.
This year, the trade balance has a cumulative deficit of more than $7.8 billion. If the Ukraine war doesn't end soon, the ongoing crisis of high gas prices and raw material supply issues could see South Korea facing an annual trade deficit for the first time since 2008. Eun-jin, Arirang News.